What's up everybody, Tendo here. Got some random nonsense going on at the house today. We are going to continue to 3D print some stuff as I've been doing in the last week or so's episodes. I'm basically going to keep on doing that a little bit each episode until I get a lot of my handheld and controller and some of my other loose stuff in my collection on display. You guys have watched the evolution of this game room since the start of this channel, and I bet you can all agree with me that displaying that kind of stuff has definitely not been my strongest suit, but we're fixing that. We're fixing that on the channel. We're going to work on that today. And then outside of that, I'm being driven mad by the social distancing, by the quarantining, by the isolation, whatever you want to call it. It's starting to drive me mad. So I'm going to try to get creative around the house and continue to just scratch away at the stuff that needs to get done around the house. So I'm going to start making up some creative projects to do. So stick around for that, all right, guys? It's going to be cool. So I've got a lot of miscellaneous to do around the house today. We've already made several videos that are just full of said miscellaneous. But as I've said in previous videos, we've got a lot of workstations in the house, a lot of creative stuff, and it's all just kind of been made into a mess since we started this channel. And now that we have some time at home, we're basically taking all this time because we're locked down for the coronavirus, to really get our life in order and get some projects done that have been hindering us from getting other stuff done. So in previous videos, I've kind of worked on Hannah's sewing station and got it flush here. And what I did today is I acquired some of this measuring tape. This is literally tape to be taped down. And I was originally going to take one of these measuring tapes you use for measuring clothing and just glue it down to this desk. But this is thick and I don't want to add that raised elevation there. So I'm going to use this tape. Now, you're probably going to think, well, using like paper tape for measuring is probably not going to be the most accurate thing. But if you know anything about sewing, you'll know that doesn't really matter, because sewing is a bunch of voodoo, and there's a lot of making up measurements as you go and hiding crimes, and you know what I mean, right? There's a lot of seam allowances, you can get things lost. So as long as it's pretty close, all is well. I think this tape is awesome. I have to waste a little bit of it though. Let's get you closer so you can see it. I'm so hype about this. Let's get you right there on the line, buddy. No excuses. Ooh, that looks good. That looks real good. That looks good. This tape is like painter's tape, so it's probably not gonna hold up to a lot of scruff, but oh yeah, I think that looks good. Now you can just throw your material on here, measure a foot, cut it up, it's good to go. So in the last week's worth of videos, I've printed a lot of display stands for my handheld collection. I'm moving on to some controller stands today, finally, at long last, but we're going to talk more about that today. But I'm going to get this out of the way first. Since there's so much tape left, let's go ahead and put me some measuring tape here on my workstation desk. Hunker it down a little bit maybe, I don't know, but I think that looks good. I'm hype. So I am still hard at work trying to get my handheld collection displayed. I only own one original DS. I still haven't even taken the stickers off of it from the thrift store. But I've been having a lot of trouble getting a stand just right for it, because this one I made, the kickstand for it was too flimsy and it broke off. So I'm going to keep working on the design, but I want to get this bad boy displayed. So I'm about to hot glue this bee together. I should use super glue, but if you can believe it, I'm out of super glue. About a year and a half ago, I bought a huge supply of sealed little bitty packets of super glue, and I do a lot of tinkering. So I finally used the last one yesterday to fix something else. So hot glue it is. The glue gun is hot. The lemonade is cold. I'm really just gonna try to make this thing functional. I'm not really worried about the back of it looking good. I just wanna finally, once and for all, get my collection displayed. It's been a long time coming. Ever since the beginning of starting this channel, I've always talked about how much I love my controller collection. So we're gonna get it displayed today. It's gonna happen. Believe you me. But it's probably gonna take a minute for this to dry. Let's just put some hot glue on it, you know what I'm saying? It's the back, it don't need to look good. What you scared of? I said I had a shortage of super glue. I do not have a shortage of hot glue. I would never let that happen. I'm just gonna stand here and hold it and blow on it for a couple minutes. And once it starts to harden a little bit, I'll just sit it down and let it do its thing. Will you get me a tongue depressor right quick? What are you doing there?
Testing this game, but it's making me watch a short movie about WiiMote Plus.
Oh, what game is it?
Wii Resort.
Because I do have Motion Plus. Little tongue depressor. Just to get that glue in the cracks, you know what I'm saying? I also do not have a shortage of tongue depressors, aka popsicle sticks, aka one of my favorite things. Not every 3D print goes right. That's just the nature of 3D printing, but being resourceful and making your prints work, A++. And that, just let that dry, and then we'll get that, my last DS, well, I don't want to say my last handheld display. I guess you can count my Game Gear as well as my, what is it called, Lynx or Nomad? I've got one of them. Yeah, not the Lynx, the Nomad. I haven't displayed those yet. Someone commented yesterday they were aware that I had them and asked why I hadn't built display stands for them. And to be honest with you, let me find one real quick. Like, here is my Nomad. Kind of just displays itself. So I'm not going to print a stand for that, I don't think. And it's not too wobbly. A lot of things that stand on their own, a little push pushes them over, but this one's all right. I just don't have room on my Game Boy shelf, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Let's put some more glue on it. We're going to make sure it holds. All right, I'm finally going to get to add my original DS to my handheld collection. Honestly, it's not going to get a very prominent place here, but it's going to be right here in between the PSP and the Game Boy. But it's there, it's displayed. You can't even see the stand, so it's not a big deal. Let's go take a closer look. But this is my handhelds, not counting my Game Gear. But this is all it's going to fit on this shelf, I believe. 2 SPs, 2 DS Lites, 1 original DS, 1 3DS, 2 Game Boy Advance, 2 pockets, 4 colors, and 3 originals, but only one of the Play It Loud. One of my grails in life is to find that yellow Play It Loud one. I want that so bad, but I'm pretty happy with this. I finally have finished printing the stands for all of those. It took me a week when it really should have taken a day, day and a half, because every time I made some new ones, you guys ordered some off Nintendo's trash, so I just kept shipping out these brand new ones and then making more, etc., etc. But we're good. We're done now. So from now on out, whenever someone orders a stand, I will print it the same day, ship it next day. That's the idea. But I'm happy with the way that looks. Now, let's move on to messing with some of my controllers and the stands I've been printing for those. So since we've got the hot glue gun out, I'm going to keep working on some projects that need some hot glue. I know that's a terrible excuse to work on a project, but it made me think about it. I have a lot of Sharpies, and I use a lot of Sharpies in my creative endeavors. So what I'm going to do right now is make a little rack to hang all of my Sharpies on so that I have easy access and I can quit leaving them in a drawer. I hate putting things in drawers. Anytime I can get something out of a drawer, I'm going to do it. Honestly, I'm just going to kind of make these measurements quick and fast. Let me think about this. Let's do there. I'm making this up as I go, so don't judge me for my quick, fast practices. listen, I'm aware there's 1,000 different ways this could have been done different, and 1,000 different products from Walmart that could have been converted into something that works better than this, but I just felt like building something, all right? And plus, I'm trying to get all of my BS that's around the house that is shoved away in drawers. I'm trying to get it to a more easily accessible place, so I'm all right with it. All right, and then Sharpie City, baby. Maybe later I'll put them in rainbow order. Not quite as many in there as I thought there was gonna be. I need to find a thing or two to stick in there to even it out. I knew I had more of them. Oh, Sharpie City, baby. Sharpie City. There we go. Look at that. Super easily accessible Sharpies. I ain't gotta go digging for them no more. I love little house projects. I love little useful things. All the Sharpies you could ever want. That's a joke. There's so many more colors out there. I keep finding Sharpies around the house. They're just everywhere. There we go. I'm pumped. Next thing we gotta do is get some merch shipped out. The post office closes really soon, so we're gonna go ahead and get that done now. Something pretty cool has happened though, I guess. Well, it's not really that cool, but I guess it's cool for me. We're all stuck at home, so I guess some of you have finally been checking out the merch store, and we've sold a lot of t-shirts and a few hoodies in the last week, which is awesome. I'm happy about that. So we're gonna get those shipped out today. But I got a little bit of bad news. If you've ordered a hoodie from us, we're actually having to refund you guys on those hoodies because our supply chain for those hoodies has been kind of cut off because of what's going on with the coronavirus. That sucks, but refunds have already gone out, so check your bank accounts, and then if you ordered t-shirts, they're still on the way. So let's do that. Let's get these packaged up, and we'll get to the post office.
I'm working in retail, and especially the bridal industry. I'm a very meticulous folder. Everything that I package out, it has to be very nicely presented.
And I'm trash at it. That's why she's doing it.
So I shipped a lot of wedding dresses, and if you ended up getting your wedding dress in a box that was just thrown in there, that's just unacceptable. So everything's beautiful. All
right, we're gonna go drop these off at the post office, but we gotta wait in line outside because there's only like 2 people allowed in at once. All right, so check this out. I have put a lot more time into these Wiimote stands today than it probably looks like I have. I've pretty much just been filming a little bit, then going back to my 3D printer and printing one. But look at that. That right there is something I've wanted to do for a long, long time. I love my Wiimotes. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed that I don't have a few more of them. I only have 2 of the special Wii U ones, and then I have pretty much all the standard color American release ones. Oh, but I gotta get more of these Wii U ones. I really, really, really do. I just kind of don't really buy them unless I find them really cheap. Like I got these for like $5 a piece or something like that at Azia Records. But I just want to show that to you guys, show you how I'm continuing to put my game controller collection together. These are pretty awesome, and they print pretty quickly. I'm pretty happy with them. I will be throwing these up on TendoStrash.com. If you're interested in some, I'll make you some. Go check it out. But I'll be making a couple more of these tomorrow, and then I'll be picking another controller to move on to and to make some display stands for. And hopefully by the time this whole social distancing thing is over, I'll say I'll have to. I've gotta have all my stuff on display. I need to quit putting stuff away in boxes. I've got all my consoles displayed the way I like them. As of today, as of this morning, my handheld collection is finally displayed in a way that I'm finally happy with. And that really just leaves these controllers. I gotta do it. We gotta get it done before this is over. That's what I think I just decided at this moment. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for sticking with me as our channel takes a slight left turn while the coronavirus is at large. Never saw this coming, to be completely honest with you. Hannah and I were just wheeling and dealing, thrifting every single day of our lives. And this whole thing is just out of left field, as I'm sure it is for all of you guys. But we're going to try to stick it out in the next month, 2 months, however long it takes. We'll just be making videos here at home. I don't know what we're going to do on the channel once I run out of things to 3D print stands for, but I mean, you saw today. I got a little crafty and, you know, did some chores around the house, crafting stuff for the workshop and whatnot. And I'm sure there's plenty more of that I can eventually think of. But we'll be doing some more of that probably coming up. And then, of course, we did a bad video game video day before yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't know. I've lost track of even what day of the week it is. But we'll definitely be doing some more of that coming up. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for checking out those videos whenever they will be posted. I'll thank you in advance, I guess. And do me a couple favors before you get out of here, guys. Tindo'sTrash.com and then our Discord, right? We have a community Discord, which is just a forum. It's like Reddit, but a little bit more live action. It's kind of hard to explain if you don't know what it is. But there's a link to it below. You click that link, it'll prompt you to install or go to a website where you can sign up. And you can come chat with us over on the Discord and maybe show me pictures over there how you display your controller stand. Do you have any Wiimotes? Does anybody watching have a large collection of Wiimotes? Definitely comment below and let me know if you do. But of course, as you probably know, you can't really comment photos on YouTube. So that's kind of what our Discord's for. Go over there and join it. Let's talk controllers today over on the Discord. And then also before you guys go, do me another big favor and pretty please hit that subscribe button. I really, really, really want to get to 1,700 subs. We're close. We're past 1,650 and we're heading that way. So if you could hit the subscribe button now, I'd appreciate it. And then also before you go, guys, another big favor, hit that notification bell because I'm going to post a video tomorrow. Don't know what it's going to be. Don't know what I'm 3D printing. Don't know what I'm crafting, but I will post a video. So hit that notification bell so that you'll get a notification when I post that video. And you can come back then. You can hang out with us then, guys. And until then, peace out.